Today I'm going to show you 3 big fashion mistakes that we can all make when we're trying to style an outfit to hide our tummy and disguise our belly fat. Hi, I'm Shelley and this is Fabulous 50s, a place where you can come to feel good about aging, to enjoy the whole process and to learn new things to do, be and have now that you're over 50. And if you are over 50, click subscribe and click the bell and you'll be alerted every time there's a new video and they'll all relate to you. With every body shape, no matter who you are, our number one goal is to bring attention to the parts of our body that we like the most and take the eye away from the parts that we don't like. So our aim here in how to style an outfit to hide our tummy is to bring attention to the parts of our body that we like the best, which will minimize the tummy area and the eye will be drawn away from it. Unfortunately, one gift from menopause is a thickening of the waist and a larger belly. So women who have never had a problem with their belly and trying to conceal their tummy before are now trying to work out what to do and how to fix it. So I'm going to show you today the biggest mistakes that you can make and how to avoid them. I thought this would be a great place to start with a series I'm going to do on body type because I think it will relate to a lot of you. Let's get into the mistakes that we can make and I'll show you how to fix them. The number one mistake we make when we're trying to hide our tummy is to add things to our tummy. Oftentimes we try and conceal it, but in actual fact, what we're doing is we're bringing the eye to it. So what we can do is wrap a scarf or a belt around our tummy to try and minimize it. But the outcome is that the human eye is drawn to the point of interest. And in this case, it's the detail, it's what you're trying to hide. So it's drawn to the scarf or drawn to the belt around the tummy. Other ways that we can make mistakes in this case is to use like a pleat around a skirt because we think it's going to give our tummy more space to breathe. Or we'll buy pants with pleats at the front because we think that it's going to give our tummy more room to be more comfortable. We think that the pleats and the gathers are going to hide the bulge, but what happens is the opposite. The human eye goes straight to the problem. We go straight to the detail. So how do we fix this? Well, it's not so difficult. What we need to do is minimize any detail at all from the belly area. We've got to minimize any bulk at the front. So we wear pants with flat fronts and zips at the side. We wear skirts with the pleats starting below the tummy line. So the part on the tummy is flat and skimming, and then the detail comes below the tummy. And when we're wearing jeans, we wear not much detail at all at the front in our jeans, no pockets or anything there, and a high cut that's going to pull our tummy in and minimize. So dark colors minimize and no detail minimizes. We've got to minimize any attention at all to this area by keeping it all flat. The number 2 big mistake that we make is to wear high-necked, boxy, oversized clothes. I know this feels very comfortable and it feels like you're kind of concealing everything, but it just makes us look that much bigger. Here's some examples. When we wear like big dresses or big oversized t-shirts, we think we're hiding ourselves, but we're covering all of our beautiful feminine curves. And that's the meaning of feminine. It's soft curves. So if we've got some curves, we've got to show them off. If we're going to hide them, we make ourselves like a big sack. High neck tops tend to shorten our neck area and add bulk up here. And what we want to do to minimize our tummy is to accentuate the good parts. Wearing large boxy t-shirts make us look shapeless, and I've made a video on a fashion rule about structure and flow, and it's really helpful if you haven't already seen it. I'll leave a link up here so you can have a look at that. But we don't want to have all these lines and structure to cover up our curvy body. It doesn't work and it makes you look bigger. So what can you do instead of hiding yourself under all that fabric? I'll show you some photos here to illustrate, and you've got to get outside your comfort zone a little bit if you're used to covering yourself up, but you will enjoy wearing clothes this way so much more. You can emphasize your bust line with a great bra. You want to create the illusion that the bust is bigger than the belly. And even if you have to wear a push-up bra, this will make a huge difference, because then you're going to have the proportions of the hourglass, which is the bigger bust, smaller waist and bigger hips. And that is ultimately what we're always trying to achieve, that look here, bigger, smaller, bigger. And once you've put attention into this area and got a beautiful shaped neckline, the eye will be drawn to that part of your body. And then you allow the fabric from the top or the skirt to skim over your belly rather than cling to it. An empire waist is also an amazing trick for this, because this is quite often the smallest part of the body, and this is the part that we want to draw the eye to. So an empire waist is like a little waistband underneath the bust that will make that part of you look tiny, so the eye will go to that. You've got something nice going on up here, and then the fabric will flow and skim over your tummy, and that will be the last thing that people will notice. These looks are really soft and feminine, and we don't want to be ashamed of our tummy. All we want to do is make our tummy and our body shape look as good as it can with a little bit of help from illusion, and that's perfectly okay. Also, shirts with ruching around the tummy are really great to minimize. So the eye is going to go to the soft flow of the fabric, and that's really pleasing to the eye. And the number 3 big mistake we make when we're trying to style our tummy is the opposite to number 2, is when we wear clothes that are too clingy, too tight, and showing way too much. Our clothes should skim, not stick. Here's some examples. A high neck, very tight, skin tight dress on any body shape, unless you're like this, is very uncomfortable to wear, and it's not elegant and not really suitable for our age group. What can you do instead? You can still wear tight clothes, but only on the top or the bottom. One only. Choose one and then apply these rules. If you choose a pencil skirt and you're going to go tight on the bottom, make sure first that it's flat at the front, and then you pair it with a top that's soft and feminine. So you can either use a top with some ruching around the tummy area, or we can choose a top that has a beautiful neckline and an empire waist where the fabric softly flows over the tummy area, and then we go into a nice pencil skirt. Or you could wear a fitted top where everything's nice and tight all the way down to here. You go to your smallest area, and then the rest of the fabric is flowy, it's elegant, and it will move, so it's going to skim over your body. The bottom half is loose, but the top half is tight. At our age, adding a little bit of softness and mystery to an outfit can be very alluring. We don't need to go skin tight and dress the way that we did when we were in our 20s. That's not necessary anymore. Love your body and thank it for getting you through every single day. Don't beat up on it if it's not the exact perfect shape that you would like, and instead enjoy experimenting with new and different styles. Let me know where your problem areas are, and let me know if you'd like me to include your body type in the next video. Please give a thumbs up if this video was helpful to you, and share it with any of your friends who have concerns about their tummy. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful week.